Ladies, if you have purses, put them on your lap and make sure that they're secure. I don't see any guys with hats on, but maybe a couple, so you want to make sure and kind of keep your hand, keep your hand on your hat. Because when I start talking, you will start to elevate up off your chairs. An intuitive counselor is somebody who counsels with intuition, just exactly as it sounds. So instead of using psychology or therapy or something as the traditional forms, I use my intuition to help you answer life questions, such as relationships, health, real estate, pets, your children. Anybody have that one child that they go, I know you're mine, but I don't know where you came from. I'm also a medium, and that means I communicate with those who've passed into spirit. And I think that's where people either get nervous, skeptical, curious, all three. Any skeptics here in the audience? You might as well tell me, I'm going to know anyway. Okay, a couple, that's good. They're right here. So what we're going to do today is try and have you experience the right here. Because I think that if you consider that our loved ones in spirit are merely on the other side of a two-way mirror, where they're on the other side going, hello, I'm here. And we're standing in front of the mirror going, I wish I could see my loved one more time. I wish I could talk to my loved one more time. And realize that you can. Anybody here ever look through a two-way mirror up close? You can see through it. But you have to shift your perspective. Are you ready? Yeah. There you go. That's what I want to hear. All right, so who wants to be my first victim? I'm the first person. Lady in the back.
This past week, 2 students have died because death through suicide. And I am very angry. And I just want to know they're okay. And if they could tell me or tell us what we can do with kids, teenage kids that are so distressed, like these 2 seem to be. One I knew better than the other. You know, what we can do as adults, parents, community.
The first question we always ask when a loved one passes through taking his or her life is why? Because from where our point of view is, there is nothing so horrible or so tragic or so awful that it can't be undone or can't be fixed.
But sometimes our grief can be so strong that we can't get the messages, or we get them when we don't recognize them for what they are. Example, if you're driving down a road and there's a thick fog and you have headlights on, you still can sometimes have difficulty seeing through that fog, correct?
Yes.
Well, if you think about you being the driver and that light coming through and your grief being the fog, you're just not able to see in front of you. Your eyes are closed. Can you see me on the stage in front of you, yes or no?
Yes.
Physically, can you see me standing on the stage?
No.
You got your eyes closed. Open your eyes. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Was I here a minute ago?
Yes.
But a minute ago you couldn't see me. That's not whether I was here or not. That's about your willingness to open your eyes and see that which is right in front of you. You know those conversations you've been having where you think she would say this, or you think she would say that, or you're making it up in your head? What if I told you that was real? And she was really talking back to you. Would that make you feel better?
If I can remember what I was talking to her about.
It doesn't matter, innocuous things. Forgetting her birthday, for example. She doesn't. She won't forget her birthday. You know, we all do that. We all talk to our loved ones in the car. You know why? Because no one's around. And if somebody pulls up to the light next to us, we can just pretend we're singing. Nobody knows we're talking to our dead relatives. And your heart is in it. I feel like it feeds your checkbook. It doesn't feed your soul. So it would be a little bit like being in a room, Janice, with big screen TV and, you know, beverage of choice and salsa and chocolate and comfortable, big stuffed leather chair. And God says, hey, Janice, I want you to go down the hallway. There's a better room down there for you. And you're like, no, thank you, God, I got it. I'm good, thanks. Absolutely. I think that for you it would be really grounding for you, and I don't see anything getting in the way in terms of the physicality of what's going on. You feel healthy, you feel strong. There's a tremendous light. This little one that's coming in, you know, chose his time. And I think this is the perfect time, because if you don't, you're going to get too far along, and then once he comes, it makes things a whole lot more complicated. Having 4 children, I can tell you that. So, no, it feels good to me. I don't feel anything that gets in the way, and I think that for you, it feels you connecting to family, and they need to see you like this because they're a long way away, and they need to see their baby, she was supposed to be called Morgan Grace. Unbeknownst to me, all my family had done cross-stitching and all this with everything, just waiting for the date and the pounds and the inches, right? We do that for our, right? And about 3 weeks before she was born, I'm like, I don't know, she doesn't feel like a Morgan. And everybody went, what do you mean? She feels like an Emily. And I'm like, how do you mean she feels like an Emily? I said, I don't know, Morgan just doesn't feel right. So we had an agreement that if she were dark, which my other 3 were, they all had black hair, black eyes, then she would be Morgan Grace. And if she were blonde, we'd call her Emily. Well, not to embarrass her too much more than I already had, when she was born, if it weren't for the fact that she had blue eyes, she would look like an albino. She was so white. She had, not blonde, white hair, white skin, white eyebrows, white eyelashes, and when I saw her, I wanted to say so many things. She was beautiful. I was like, and she's so white. And oh my God, look at her, she's just so white. And she was the only baby in the entire nursery that had this tuft. And so obviously she had to be Emily. And so she chose her name because there's an energy to names. So I'm here to tell you not to worry about it. And I don't think it's Justin because he doesn't want to be little Justin.
Thank you.
I lost my brother Mike back last March, and as he was passing, the room was very cold and it felt very crowded. And my mom and I were there, and we just wanted to know who was there accepting him to the other side.
First of all, I'm sorry for your loss. Secondly, I have to tell you that when you said you lost your brother, the first thing I heard was, I'm not lost, I know right where I am. And
my name is Frank Finkelsteinberger, Steinstein.
you want to talk about your dog, Elvis.
Yeah, you want to tell me about my dog Elvis? Hi, I'm Nolan, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. Dog and stuff. I see this every week. Just talking to people, and and I get flashed. You were talking about whoosh or something.
This guy was the biggest skeptic before we started.
I still am in some ways. It's weird.
You are not. You
Well,
get pushed
okay.
in the booth all the time.
I said, wow, I had this weird dream last night. My dog was actually, I was saying, nice boy, and then he was talking in like a weird voice, like, nice boy, like robotic. And it was my dog talking. And I said, honey, get this video camera. We got to tape this so that we can put it on YouTube. Our dog is talking.
And it was real.
Yeah, it was real. He was totally talking to me.
Right.
Tara, stand up. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Tara
I'm
Madison.
going to drag her up in a minute. She's nursing a cold. Alcohol is very good for that.
Come on, man. Come on. Mary Sensei's also here, too. I gotta say hello. Mary Sensei.
Mary Sensei.
Mary Sensei was on Champ Forever. Come on, man. Say hi, everybody. Mary Sensei, we've been friends for a long time. She's the sweetest lady. And her guy here. He definitely has to ask a question. Oh, we got a guy back there?
You cannot.
Oh, Wendell.
do
Is that Wendell right there?
But you can't let in someone's energy without their permission. That's why you need to.
Wendell wants. Is that Wendell? Wendell, you want to ask?
I do.
Wendell from Wendell Furniture.
My older brother passed away on my birthday out in Seattle, and I asked him to wait until I got there before he passed away, which he did. I didn't get a chance to talk with him, but we did spend the day in his room while he passed away.
When you have a sibling pass, it's a different kind of a loss that a lot of times people don't talk about. I don't think loss is loss, and any way you work it, somebody that shared your entire life with you, as a sibling does, it's a grief that a lot of times people don't express, and it kind of gets glossed over in the importance of it for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that's just been my experience. Your brother, I think it's important for you to know, did wait for you to come, because souls choose their time, and they choose who is with them at the moment they pass. It's hard to watch our loved ones be less than we know that they have been or were. But in spirit, she can be totally who she is. She's quiet around you. I don't feel her so much around you in the home as around you at your work, because you're at work a lot, and she seems to really care about your business. And there's a pride there too, almost like she had something to do with it, or something supporting that when she was here. And so she's